In part 3 of this lecture, we're going to learn how the nature of work has changed, has evolved over the years. In the last 25 years, there are a number of changes that have had an impact on how we work. For instance, because technology plays such an important part of our everyday lives, it also influences how we work with our colleagues, how we do our job tasks, how we learn new knowledge and skills, how our performance is measured, and so on. Generally speaking, across industries, job security is lower today than it was years ago. Today, more than ever before, employees are being monitored. Their performance, their actions, even their lack of actions are being tracked, monitored, analyzed by technology. Today, organizations are trending toward flatter hierarchies, flatter structures that require fewer levels of management and give individual managers, individual leaders a greater span of control, even more responsibility than they would have in taller organizations. Globalization has increased the competition for human resources, for people who have the knowledge, the skills, the abilities that we want. Related to this is an increase in diversity. More now than ever before, people are different, and we work with people who are very different from us. They have very different ideas, different education, different beliefs, different values. All of these differences create benefits, but they also create challenges that need to be addressed in order to leverage those differences, in order to make them work for the company instead of against the company. Boundaryless careers are more popular than ever. This is the idea that one's career does not revolve around a single company. It is more industry specific. Sometimes people hold multiple different types of jobs within the same industry. Virtual teams are also more common today than they were 25 years ago. Part of the reason I say this today is because we've all just experienced the COVID pandemic, and virtual work, remote learning became the standard for nearly a year for people all over the globe, not just people in the United States. So many people all over the planet now have a new appreciation for what it means to be a member of a virtual team, what it means to have virtual skills. And finally, generational differences have had some impact on the nature of work. While we shouldn't apply generational stereotypes to individual employees, it does help to understand how generations differ, generally speaking. Younger employees tend to be more educated, be more skilled when it comes to using technology. That does not mean they know how to fix technology. Younger employees tend to be more aware of diversity and global issues. They tend to be more connected to diversity in terms of they have friends who are from different cultures. They've grown up around different cultures. The word diversity is not new to them. They tend to be more open-minded. They value development opportunities. It's not enough to make good money or get good benefits. Younger employees also care about development opportunities. Younger employees tend to become cynical and disinterested more easily than older employees. But if you think about it, this isn't necessarily just in the workplace. This is sort of a human development trend. Older individuals tend to be able to deal with the lemons that life throws at them a little bit better than younger individuals. And finally, younger employees tend to be less trusting of their employers. It is no longer against the norm for people to have multiple jobs throughout their careers. When I was in college, believe it or not, it was frowned upon to work for multiple companies. Today, that is not how career development works. Remember boundaryless careers, remember virtual teams, remember technology. All of these changes in the nature of work have also changed how people think about work, how people interact with their work, and this includes whether or not they trust their employers.